warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevailed.
Hey there everyone, this is Ray Carcillo for Classic Game Room, and today we are looking at Dragon Age Origins for the Xbox 360, and that was developed by BioWare and published by EA. Set in the mythical country of Ferelden, one of 7 countries that make up the continent of Thedas, you get to create your own character from one of 6 classes, as you will embark on a quest of the most epic proportions. Once you customize your character from his or her look, skill sets, and background, the story will take you through a short origin for your particular character that always leads to the same point, where you are inducted into the order of a special group of knightly heroes known as the Grey Wardens. It is a special honor to be chosen as a Grey Warden, as they are tasked with protecting the land whenever a blight should befall it. A blight is whenever demonic creatures known as Darkspawn, who lurk in caves and tunnels beneath the land, decide to rise up to try to wipe out humanity. And it just so happens a blight is about to start right as you are inducted into the Wardens. How convenient. Aside from a compelling story that will take most people 50 to 60 hours to beat, even on the easier difficulties, depending on how many side quests you do, this fantasy RPG features real-time battles instead of the more traditional turn-based ventures. This allows for a variety of different strategies to be included in the game, like ally placement, once you fill out your party to its full 4 members. Unfortunately, due to the size of the game, this also makes for some very repetitive attack motions and has you usually just bashing the attack button most of the time when it comes to battle. The look and feel of the game is very strong. The world that BioWare lays out for you is beyond massive, and will have you exploring everything you'd want from a medieval fantasy style game like crumbling castles, dark caves, forests abundant with mythical creatures, and much more. There are also a few visual glitches scattered about the world, which can become especially apparent during the many cutscenes and dialogue moments, but considering the size of the world, a few loose polygons here and there is more than forgivable. And speaking of dialogue scenes, the writing for the game is absolutely superb, and with every line of the game besides your own characters actually spoken by a voice actor, you can't help but be impressed with the overall detail poured into Dragon Age Origins. Of course, some voice actors are better than others, but for the most part, at least everyone does a solid job and helps drive their own character's motivations home. Throw in a completely original score that helps set the mood for each region, and the look, sound, and feel of Dragon Age Origins is very solid. One point I will say about these humongous 50 to 60 hour RPGs is that once you finish with them, I really don't know what would compel you to replay them. At least with this game, there is a variety of classes for you to choose which will completely change your game experience each time, but really, who has that kind of time? So if you're like me and would just rather keep playing with the same character on new missions, never fear. For Dragon Age Origins has several different DLC packs that expand your adventures through Ferelden and other areas of Thedas. It also has 2 packs for special items and armor, and a full-blown expansion pack in Awakening. In some of the quest-driven DLC, you can continue with your current character, like Warden's Keep, and others see you take over the role of various members in your party. So, if you're willing to shell out the extra cash, you can add extra replay value to your game if you so choose. When all is said and done, Dragon Age Origins is one of the most massive games you'll find out on the market, and if you're a fan of long, drawn-out, heavily story-driven RPGs, then this game is a must-have. If you don't have the time for a game like this, though, then maybe you'll want to steer clear of Dragon Age Origins, because otherwise you might just never finish it.
The Mage's prison. No. Please, no. Not there.
No! I won't let you touch her!